Hey everybody, Arnaldo Waffman here. Today I want to show you a product that I've been really excited about since I first saw it at the trade shows, and that is the new American Audio ELS Go 8BT. Let's take a look. Okay, so first of all, right away, real lightweight speaker. What makes the ELS Go 8BT so special is all the different features that it has. Now, it's part of the ELS series, but I'll be very upfront and tell you it does not sound like the traditional ELS system. They're using a new set of drivers, new amp, whatever new magic they have in here. I like the sound. It's a much cleaner, very pronounced, and I'll kind of go over that. I'll kind of give you a little bit of demo as I play some of the music, what I like, and some of the things that really stand out. But Go basically means that it is completely wireless. So we've got Bluetooth, you have your SD card reader, you have a USB, and you have the battery. I'm going to talk about the battery in just a few. This is somewhat of a long review, but you're going to see why. Lots of things we're going to cover here. But again, completely portable speaker. And again, BT is for Bluetooth. And the Bluetooth technology on here, the antenna, really nice. I actually can walk quite a bit a ways. I'm going to show you in just a second how far away we can go with that or before it drops out. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the features and then let's put it to the test. So first of all, again, as I said, the case design, very lightweight, especially when you consider that you have a battery on it. It does have a tripod mount. You've got your feet on it. And if you chose to use it as a monitor, this really wasn't wedged to be a monitor. But if you wanted to, what I do is I just have like a little doorstop type thing to wedge it up as I need to. In reality, that's the original purpose of this, is to use it wherever you don't have battery power, especially like I'm in Florida. So some venues we've got plenty of power. Some of them they expect us to set up like, oh, I didn't know you needed power. So something like this is really nice versus having to bring a battery pack. Now, before you ask, well, Arnaldo, what about the microphone? It's not battery powered. You're absolutely right. And they did not put an inverter on here because A, it adds to the cost and it just brings more problems. But subscribe to my channel and I'm going to show you how to make your wireless mic completely wireless by making it battery capable. But that's for a video later on. They also sell, I've seen plenty of manufacturers who sell wireless microphones that are battery powered on both the transmitter and the receiver. So you guys just got to look up for that. Now let's take a look at the back of this and see how easy it is to control. So on the back again, we've got the SD card reader, we have our USB, and of course you've got Bluetooth. We've got plenty of different LEDs to tell us different things. We have our charging LEDs, we've got how much battery is left, whether it's peak or power, and you can charge it either using a 12 volt 6 amp adapter, or you can just charge it using a traditional IEC type plug. Now the main reason that I was excited about this is because I have an adapter that goes to my cigarette lighter in my car, so I can charge it with my car cigarette lighter if I need to. I'm looking also at the 15-inch version, but this guy and the 15-inch is going to be perfect when I'm doing a lot of stuff on Christmas floats. Now I don't need to worry about bringing another generator just for sound when I don't need it to be overly loud anyways. But check out here, we've got a full featured mixer. We've got microphone and it has the XLR, but it also has the 1/4 inch in. We've got 1/4 inch input for instrument. We have RCA. We've got an aux cord. We have link out, so you can link it out to another speaker. You have your MP3 volume to control the media player that's built in. You've got a very basic equalizer, just treble and bass. You got a little bit of an echo, and then of course, again, well, you have the faders for individually there. So I'm going to turn it on. And it's going to say American Audio, no disc, because there isn't any kind of media in there yet. But I'm just going to hit the mode button, and it's saying Bluetooth initialize. Now all I got to do is go to my phone. I'm just going to quickly pair it with my iPhone. You can also use any kind of Bluetooth enabled device. If you have an Apple Watch, remember that the Apple Watch has memory built in. You can actually pair it to your watch as well to play music from it. But I'm going to go into my Bluetooth settings. So here we go, general. There it is, connected, ready to go. Now, the speaker is rated at 100 watts, but as I said in my videos before, wattage doesn't matter because 100 watts coming out of an 8-inch cab is going to be a lot different than 100 watts into a 15-inch cab. So it does get very loud. Now, what I do is, I like to keep mine right over here, the highs. I keep my bass at 0, but I keep my highs at only a 1/4 way up. I like my stuff to sound really, really flat, and some people like theirs really bright. So American Audio kind of opted with more of the brighter sound, plus especially for ceremonies, you might want that because you really want your voices to be a little bit more pronounced. But again, that's completely up to however you want to do it. And I also have the EQ on my phone, which is completely different than everything else. Controlling your music is a breeze. We've got the different playback buttons right here. So whether you have, again, your SD card or USB, you can control everything from here right down to the individual module volumes. We got play, next, previews, repeat, stop, etc. To shut it down, you can just shut this down here and just use the actual mixer portion of your speaker in case you do not need the built-in media player. Now, I don't have this turned up at all. I can really crank this, and I don't really want to bug all the neighbors or I show you how loud it can get, but I will show you how far I can walk away with it, and you'll get a pretty good idea. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and lay the speaker here. I'm just going to play the music right here so you guys can hear it. Let's see how far I can walk with it. Ready? That's a pretty big walk. So, I mean, I would say, my goodness, I was at least about 100 plus feet away before it even started giving me any issues. And keep in mind that my phone has a leather case around it. Now, this is a plug for the whole iOS universe thing, right? But I usually can, and that means that now I can have my iPad or whatever in front with all of my notes, or I can even be completely note-free. Or if I'm doing not just ceremonies, but let's say a rental, bubble party, parade, just basic background music, whatever the case may be. Even if I'm just having a backyard party with friends of mine, keep my phone in my pocket and I can just go from my watch and I can change it. I can turn it down. I can turn it down. I can do whatever I want. Okay, now for test number 2. This is the microphone that I record all my blogs and gig logs and everything with, all my reviews, whatnot. I'm gonna leave my phone here. I'm gonna walk all the way out there. I'm not gonna crank this speaker out loud because I don't want to tick off my neighbors. But I'm gonna walk all the way out there and we're gonna see how loud or how well the sound carries. Now the speaker's not on a tripod, it's on the floor below the camera. So let's go ahead and walk and you'll see how far away I am. Actually, you know what? I'll take the camera with me. Let's go. It's not very loud. Now I'm pretty far away right now. And my iPhone is only about a third of the volume. The actual volume knob itself isn't that turned all the way up. It's not even halfway up. So let's go ahead and turn this up a little bit more so you guys can get an idea of how it is, how it sounds. Okay, turned up a couple more notches. And I'm way on this side over here. Again, only one speaker, that's it. All right, the music stopped for a second. Again, all the way over on this side. Let's keep going. Guys, my house is way over there where that white van is. Okay, I know it's kind of hard to see. Way over there, and you can still hear it. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep it down now. Now for that test, the MP3 volume knob, which controls the Bluetooth, wasn't turned that high up. It was barely halfway there. So that is really nice how not just loud, but how clear it is. Now let's talk about the other important thing whenever you're looking at any type of wireless product, batteries. I'm going to wind up using these a lot, not just for business, but for personal use. So when a battery goes out, years from now, whatever the case may be, I need to make sure I can replace it right away. I don't want to sit there and wait for shipping times. So what did American Audio do? Well, let's take a look here. The ELS Go 8 is powered by a standard motorcycle battery. You're talking a 12-volt, 7.5 amp hour battery. Now, speaking of that, this little guy right here, as loud as it got with all the extra little features, your Bluetooth player and everything that's built in, will run about 7 hours at 75%. That's a heck of a long time. And whenever I'm working in storage or the warehouse, I've been cranking this thing left and right, different songs, whatever, my podcast, and man, I don't have to charge it at all that day. So it's wonderful. American Audio ELS Go 8 BT. It's well thought out, lots of different options, so many ways to use it, and most importantly, it's powered by a regular battery. Nothing fancy or proprietary about that, so that's really cool. The American Audio ELS Go 8 BT. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, if you didn't enjoy this video, I don't care. Just like it, share it with your friends, share it with your enemies, share it with your grandma. She'll be like, oh, mijito, I want that speaker. And you can be like, Grandma, I got you that speaker because I love you so much. And then you and your grandma will rekindle that long-lost relationship that you guys, missed out because you moved away from home and you never talked to your grandma again. And then grandma thought that you were dead because you faked your death. And now everything's great because you bought her this. So at the very least, buy it for your grandma. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Good night and God bless. Mijito. I don't even know why my neighborhood has all these sirens and cops and other things, but I'm moving. I'm filming outside because the inside of that house is all packed with boxes. It looks like a really bad episode of Hoarders or a terrible Lifetime movie. So we're moving. And the new place I'm moving to, I'm gonna put like a studio or something in there. And chickens. But that's later on. Hit subscribe. Do it. Do it! Make all your dreams come true.